It's Wednesday night, Rebel fans, and we're live from the Fish House in West Monroe for Inside Rebel Football. Stay locked in on LA 105 as the Rebels break down the upcoming matchup. Now, here's the voice of the Rebels, Jim Norris.
How about that?
We got it done.
We're not just building a team, we're building a program, but I've got to ask you, I don't know if you've heard this question this week or not, but how you doing?
I'm doing really good. Doing really good. Having a ball.
Wild, crazy, chaotic, scintillating, nerve-wracking. How would you describe last week?
Those are some of the similar words that I would use. I felt like the game atmosphere was good. Of course, the ending of the ball game was kind of unorthodox, something we haven't seen before. And, it's a learning experience for us, myself as a coach, our coaches on our staff, our players on our roster, and so understanding, some of the rules and nuances of things nowadays. But it was a crazy ball game at the end.
Well, I think a lot of people are learning something. I think even maybe the officials are learning something too. But you had Catholic, Ash, now Ouachita. Man, we've had some exciting action in Rebel Stadium.
Yeah, it's been a fun year. Our kids are bought into everything that we throw at them, each challenge we give them each week, and they're just reaping the benefits of their hard work this offseason, and our coaching staff coming together, putting good game plans together, and just going out each Friday night trying our best to execute that.
Well, and just want to make sure, can you stay for the entire show tonight? Everything's good?
That's if they let me. They let me. I might bump
if
in.
Nobody throws a flag on us up here. We're going to keep him for the entire show. Well, let's talk about that, the ejection, because we didn't know what was going on. I listened to some of the other the streams, and nobody knew what was going on.
Right, and so basically what it boils down to is there is a rule. If you have two sideline interference calls, meaning that somebody on your sideline makes contact with an official, it's an automatic 15-yard penalty. If it happens twice, the head coach is automatically ejected. And so, we had one in the first half of the ball game where an official made contact with a player on the sideline, and he notified me at that time that if it happened again, I would be ejected from the ball game. And so, we went in, we made sure we cleaned up our sideline, and we put coaches in position to keep kids back and our normal routine. And, we were fine within the coach's box, keeping players out of the way and coaches out of the way. And then the second occurrence happened with the fan that was outside of the coach's box. And so when it was deemed to be the second sideline interference call, it warranted my ejection. And so, I personally didn't have anything to do with either flag, but I guess it just falls on the head coach, and so I was ejected. I think it was maybe a little less than 4 minutes left in the ball game, and at that time, I informed the officials that Coach Rob Arledge would take over as head coach, and they went through the proper protocols with him and letting him know, we had one timeout left, and basically he would be in charge of anything that needed to be done on the sideline.
Well, and one big thing that we haven't alluded to, and I don't think has come out, but the officials have acknowledged that they made a big mistake on that call.
Yeah, when the penalty happened, of course, we're scoring a touchdown, and so when they call the penalty, I'm assuming, it's like all the other times, it's going to be assessed on the kickoff or the extra point. And at the time, he informed me that they were going to bring the touchdown back, and I didn't quite understand it. I asked, and he said it was a live ball play or live ball penalty, and then, didn't really go into further explanation. And so, and I had to hurry up and get off the field, and he told me you can't be on the sideline. And so I got to hang out with some of my buddies at the end of the game.
Well, we enjoyed that, but in reality, the touchdown should have counted.
Right.
And that's what the officials now said. They made a mistake. But, hey, we all live and learn a little bit after last week. We're going to take a break, be back with Flashback Friday Night Lights right after this. Stay tuned for more Inside Rebel Football.
Hi, I'm Chris Lewis, the proud owner of Coney Island Connection. For nearly 20 years now, we've served the Oklahomites with our fast, friendly service and our famous chili cheeseburgers and our famous chili cheese dogs. Well, the chili is homemade. I'm asking you to stop by today and give us a try. We also serve hot tamales, roast beef po' boy, fried pickles, and much more. We even serve funnel cake fries here at Coney Island Connection on the corner of North 7th and Arkansas Road.
Hey, Rebel fans, Coach D. Mike here, inviting you to join us every Wednesday night from 6 to 7 p.m. at the Fish House in West Monroe for Inside Rebel Football.
We'll have some great food with some discounts and an open mic segment, even some drawings for the Rebel giveaways. Wednesday night just got a lot more fun.
The Fish House, where West Monroe talks football.
The Home Improvement Outlet has a must-see iron door collection. Whether you're a homeowner or a builder, we have the perfect iron door for you. And check out our cutting-edge smart glass option, offering privacy and style at the touch of a button. With many glass options available, you can customize your door to match your unique style. We have iron doors that pivot, slide, and so much more. The Home Improvement Outlet in West Monroe.
Now cue that jingle.
The Home Improvement Outlet, you building for less.
Coaches and players of the West Monroe Rebels. Now, back to Jim Norris.
And welcome back to Inside Rebel Football. We're live at the Fish House. Of course, we have the Michael Dyers with us. Coach, I want to give a big thanks to Kinsey Wilson and Kinsley Menard, our cheerleaders that are here tonight helping us out. So put your hands together for Kinsey and Kinsley. And, hey, Rebel Runway, I believe, is next Tuesday. Next Tuesday at the Monroe Civic Center. And Kinsey and Kinsley have tickets if you want them tonight, but you can get with any cheerleader for that Rebel Runway. That's always a neat thing. And so make sure you support that program and that runway. It's a great time. Before we turn the page, on Friday night's a matchup against Pineville. Let's take a look back at Ouachita. I was feeling pretty good at 21-7, and then a few minutes later, it's 25-24, and I'm getting a little nervous, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's where our point was to our team all week was, let's try to get a control of this ball game as early as we can. Ouachita, they feed off of momentum. If you give them momentum, they'll make plays, and before you know it, you're going to be in a fourth quarter ball game. And once that momentum gets going for them, they start making plays, and they've got electric athletes. And so, when they got it to 25-24, we just wanted to get our guys settled in, make sure they understand, look, we're going to win this ball game, but we've made it harder than it had to be, but we're going to win this game, so let's just clean up some of our execution things. We cleaned our penalties up. A lot of penalties in that ball game, but just getting our kids settled in that fourth quarter, and then they went out and performed like they typically do.
Christian Pawnee, big game, 250-plus yards on the ground.
We fueled the train up. We told everybody during the week we're going to put plenty of fuel in that train, and we're going to let him run on the tracks and off the tracks, and he did all night long. So he had a heck of a night.
Well, I know he's a bruising running back. He kind of reminds me of a fullback, but more of maybe a scatteraboo kind of runner. But he showed a little speed the other night.
He's got another gear. I didn't know. I thought they was going to catch him, and I looked down and started, listening for Taylor to start calling that next play, and he's still running. And so good job for him. He shows a little speed.
He did have a couple of big runs, but over 250 yards rushing. Big night by him. And I saw a couple of pass catchers. I think they're both sophomores. Jordan Coleman and Lane Russell really stepped up the other night.
Yeah, Lane Russell's a sophomore, and he's kind of stepped in, and he made a couple big catches on some third downs sometimes. And so, and then Jordan Coleman's been a solid player for us. He transferred in January, and he's a hard-working kid, and he's made plays like that in practice and in spring, all year. And so, to see him get an opportunity to put that on display in front of everybody was really good.
So we get to see some things that you've seen all along in practice, but that catch in the end zone where he mauled the defender. That was spectacular.
That was impressive. But, again, we've seen him do things like that in practice kind of throughout the offseason, and we look forward to seeing him continue to do those type of things.
Well, finally, you took the lead back. You went for two. You were up, by 7 points at that point, 32-25, and I was feeling a little bit better. And then number one steps in and makes a big-time play.
Yeah, Mattis Cobb did a good job. He's in man coverage there and stayed in the hip pocket of that receiver, then got his eyes back, made a good play on the ball. And, was able to run it all the way in. And so he was able to, had good coverage, good ball skills, and then finish that play. And, unfortunately it was called back, but, he understands what he did and the magnitude of that play, getting that ball back for us.
Well, I know you're the head coach, and you don't favor any unit, but you've got to have a little affinity for the secondary because that's where you played and that's where you coached.
Right, and anytime, that's probably the position I'm the hardest on because that's what I played and that's what I coached. And so I hold those guys to a pretty high standard, and anytime they can get turnovers and make plays, we want to celebrate them as well.
So, after that touchdown's called back, we miss a field goal after another penalty, and then Washita's got a chance to win the game. But lo and behold, do you call him Q?
Yeah, Q Carter.
He steps up.
He steps up, and again, he did a really good job of just standing in the hip pocket of his man. And their quarterback tried to make a cross-field pass, which normally ends up in interceptions or pass breakups. But really good job out of Q, really just staying in coverage and catching that ball and then putting it back in the house.
Well, but Coach, seriously, you keep saying all he's got to do is just stay in his hip pocket. It's a lot harder to stay in somebody's hip pocket than that. You had 2 pick sixes that turned that game and shut down Washita.
Yeah, and again, anytime you can get athletes to minimize separation from a receiver, and like I say, stay in that hip pocket. And it's hard to do, especially against talented athletes that Washita have. But those guys are capable of doing it, and it's really good to see them execute it.
Man, that was a lot of fun. It's another exciting game. We're going to be back. We're going to take another break. Red Zone Rebels with the head trainer, Kurt Frennan. When we come back, stay tuned. More Inside Rebel Football right after this.
Does your boat need electronics, shallow water anchors, or any other accessories you can think of? Well, let Hooked Up Marine Products in West Monroe help.
They'll have your back faster than you can cast a line. At Hooked Up Marine, you'll find fast, dependable service.
We offer certified service on all brands like Garmin, Lowrance, Humminbird, and Power Pole. Hooked Up will get you hooked up with batteries, lifetime rigging, and warranty on all installs.
Hooked Up Marine is local, they're dependable, they love our West Monroe Rebels, so stop in and see them on North 7th Street here in West Monroe. Go Rebs.
Hey Rebel fans, catch us Friday night right here on LA 105.3 as the Rebels face off in Pineville. I'm Darren Moody, inviting you to join Jim Norris, Lane Little, and me for all the exciting play-by-play on LA 105.3. Go Rebels!
Hey, look, we gotta go to Leslie's weight game. Bye. Baby, you look so tired.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
Why don't you go lay down on my Scandinavian and take a nap? I promise you, you're gonna feel and look 25 years younger.
We gotta go.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Oh, wow. 25 years gone.
Dad, that's the baby.
Yeah, but I just sleep.
Great. She wants one too.
Nice. American mattress outlet.
Where you don't have to go back in time
To get a great night's sleep.
Now, back to Jim Norris.
All right, welcome back to Inside Rebel Football Live here at the Fish House, and we're going to change things up a little bit this week. Red Zone Rebels with head trainer Kurt Frenneman. Kurt, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Jim. I appreciate being here.
All right, now tell me, now how long now have you been at West Monroe High School?
All right, so I got a Calhoun math education, but I think it's about 30 years. I think this is my 30th season, I think.
Are you the longest tenured person in connection with the football program? Anybody been here longer than you?
Well, Coach Walker's been here. Him and I started at the same time, but he's not in football no more. He's with our track program.
Okay.
He runs our track, but I think that's right.
So you're the guy.
96 was my first year.
You're the guy. So you've been around a long time, so I want to ask you this question. A lot of excitement this year. Teams playing well.
Yep.
Ranked number 4 in 5A football. We're tied for the number 1 power rating in 5A in the non-select division. Any similarity between this team and the teams of the past? You're smiling.
I'm looking at the head coach back there, and I've said this before, not to put pressure on him or any of our coaches, but we're as talented as any team we've ever had this one state championship.
Wait a minute. Say that again now. Because we've won a lot of state championships.
Yes, we have. I have said that I believe we're as talented as any other state championship team we've ever had.
That's a strong statement. How about that? How about that, guys?
Yep. Not to put no pressure on our head coach and coaches.
But do you see any similarity between this team and any others?
I think so. I mean, I think so. You know, you've got all these different, athletes, characters across the team that really contribute. And, I just as a spectator, as the trainer, because I get the opportunity to be able to see it all. I'm out there at practice, get to watch it on Friday nights. Don't get to see a lot of the game just because you're occupied and tied up. I miss stuff a lot. But, just looking at it, gosh, I mean, there's talent all over the field. And, you look defensively, I feel like we're getting better there. And then offensively, Lord, I mean, you got talent all over the place between our run game and now our passing game. And so I'm really excited about where we are. It kind of re-energizes you a little bit.
It does.
I think everybody feels that way. I look at this room. I'm just so impressed at how many people that are here. I can sense the excitement. I hear it every day. These kids are excited. And, we're kind of getting here towards the end of the regular season, and I think everybody's ready.
Continues to build the level of excitement. Most difficult thing about your job, aspect of your job?
Well, I think just a lot of it is there's some heartache. You get guys that put so much time and energy and effort into this, and then, you have an injury that can be, season ending. That's a heartbreak. I mean, that can crush you, and those are really difficult. And as the season goes, everybody's banged up. D. Mike has said this a million times. Everybody's injured, so you can't use that as an excuse. But that's the most disappointing part.
Most rewarding thing.
I think just getting them back on the field, being able to see those guys from, lying there on the field, you run out there, you take care of them, whether it's practice games or whatever, and then being able to see them to get back on the field.
Tell us real quickly, in the time we got left, about that new facility.
I'm really excited about that. I catch a lot of mess from these guys, from the coaches and all that. But I tell you, my hope is that these seniors get an opportunity to maybe experience that before the season is up. Contractors telling me they're doing everything they can to do that. But I'm really excited about it. It's been kind of a vision of mine for years now. But, we want it to represent all sports. We want everybody to benefit from it. There's a huge emphasis on recovery in there because we've got plunge pools, cold and hot. There's going to be some really neat stuff in there. And I'm as excited about the mural in it that's going to commemorate just all the years of tradition that we've had, and that represents all sports. And that's over decades.
Yeah, and we claim you in football, but we know that you train for all the sports at West Monroe High School. Kirk, thanks for being part of the show. But more importantly, thanks for everything you've done and will do for West Monroe High School.
Thank you, Jim.
We're going to take another break. Kirk Frenneman, the head.
You can tell a lot about a man in the weight room. His strength, discipline, and heart. And John Brascato, he's built for all three.
Supporting a program like this, you don't just stand on the sideline. It means showing up, putting in the work, and standing shoulder to shoulder with the team, just like I do for my clients. I'm John Brascato, a personal injury attorney serving families across Louisiana.
And I'm DeMichael Dodson, head football coach of your West Monroe Rebels. Around here, we believe in doing things the right way, on the field, in the classroom, and in life. John lives the same standards. You show up for your team, and I'll show up for you. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you don't have to carry that weight alone. My team has your back. All right, John, you ready to run the stadium?
I think I'm going to leave that to you, the Rebels, Coach. At Briscato Law, we've got your back, on and off the field.
Wrecked Auto, you already know. Call John Briscato.
Let's go, Rebels.
We're the best at Next. Why? Because for 120 years and counting, helping you reach your next milestone is what we do best. At Century Next Bank, we offer tailored solutions for what's next in your life. From personal checking accounts, to home loans, to small business growth. We're focused on your next step forward. Your dreams don't wait, and neither should your bank, because you deserve a partner who knows how to handle next. Century Next Bank, what's next for you? Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Coach, look what I got. The Rocket Fast Playbook. That's awesome, sport. What does it say? First, you get him in the tunnel. Second, you blindside him with the wall of foam. Third, you call an audible. Then comes the Hail Mary. You hit him with the fast pass. Coach, it's brilliant. No dirty opponent stands a chance against Rocket Fast.
Hey, that's my playbook. Where'd you get that? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just sing the song.
Rocket Fast.
It's a blast, and your vehicle is clean.
Now, back to Jim Norris.
Hey, thank you, Big Jim, and welcome back to Inside Rebel Football. We're live at the Fish House. Rebels on the rise, offensive player spotlight. What it's like to be in their shoes, these Rebels tell it straight. And today we've got center, offensive lineman Lane Passman, 6 foot, 225-pound senior. Give him a nice hand, Lane Passman. Lane anchors the offensive line. They say that the center is the quarterback of that offensive line.
Yeah, so I try to be with these big guys around me. Like I'm one of the smallest linemen we have, and I try to keep them straight. But sometimes they don't listen, like Ty George.
I get the feeling Ty George kind of walks to the beat of his own drummer every once in a while. But speaking of your size, 6 foot, 225 pounds, that's a pretty good size offensive lineman. But the other night against Washita, a guy named Dylan Berryman, Cam Allen, those two guys between them were over 650 pounds, and you were banging with them all night long. What was that like?
Man, every single time that we've played this year, I've had somebody bigger than me lined up across from me, so I'm kind of used to it by now. But I will say I expected more out of them than what they gave us. I'd say we handled them pretty well.
Well, when you get one running back rushes for 250-plus yards, that's pretty good. You're opening up some holes there. You've battled through some injuries. We just had Kurt Franham here, and I'm sure you've been to see him a few times. Tell me about some of the injuries you've had and battled through and still playing through all those injuries.
Well, I had something that went on with my labrum 2 weeks ago. It didn't end up being nothing too major, but I've also had MCL, ankle, a little bit of everything.
So, yeah, you've had some tendonitis in your knee. You had an MCL. So you got braces on your knee. You got a brace on your shoulder. You got some ankle trouble, which is, tough when you're playing football. But you battle through all that. What's that been like this year?
Man, it's just had something to get used to. But every single time I go out there, I'm taped up completely by Kurt. He takes care of us real well. And it's just a battle every single week.
Lane, of course, you're the strength coach. We're going to talk to you in the next segment. Tough kid, and you can count on him to play when that gun sounds on Friday night.
Absolutely, yeah. That's one of the things I liked about him during the summer. The tenacity he plays with on the football field, he brings that into the weight room, and the summer that he had this summer, and just can't say enough about the work ethic and the attitude he plays with.
So a tough kid, but a smart kid. They tell me, 28 on the ACT. What are you going to do after high school?
I'm wanting to go to LA Tech. I'm thinking about majoring in mechanical engineering, and that's about it.
That's impressive. So what do you like better, deer or duck hunting?
Definitely deer hunting. I can take a nap.
So how good a shot is your pop? He tells me he hunts with you a little bit. You kind of got him re-energized a little bit in hunting.
My dad?
Yeah.
Oh, nah, I'm much better shot than he is with a rifle, but he's definitely got me beat with his pistol.
So homecoming a couple of weeks ago, and they tell me you had a pretty significant escort that night.
Yes, sir. Kendall Bennett, a good friend of mine. She ended up winning homecoming queen and Miss West Monroe, so that was pretty cool.
And they tell me you guys got down a little bit, some dancing there on the stage.
Nah, I didn't. See, I wasn't expecting that, so it was pretty terrible.
So your brother, I got to know him. He played with my son, Jake Sawyer Passman. What advice has he given you going through this program?
Nothing. All he's told me is just to not end up like him with all his knee surgeries and shoulder surgeries.
Well, you've had some injuries, but proud of the way you battled back. What's going to be the key against Pineville Friday night?
And the key is just to have a faceless opponent, go into it like we do any other game, keep our head on straight, and not worry about who it is we're playing. We just play our style of football.
It's going to be the first road trip of the season.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
Absolutely.
All right, let's give a nice round of applause for Lane Passman, Offensive Player Spotlight. We'll be back with more Inside Rebel Football right after this timeout.
Hey, Rebel fans, Coach D. Mike here, inviting you to join us every Wednesday night from 6 to 7 p.m. at the Fish House in West Monroe for Inside Rebel Football.
We'll have some great food with some discounts and an open mic segment, even some drawings for the Rebel giveaways. Wednesday night just got a lot more fun.
The Fish House, where West Monroe talks football.
The Home Improvement Outlet has a must-see iron door collection. Whether you're a homeowner or a builder, we have the perfect iron door for you. And check out our cutting-edge smart glass option, offering privacy and style at the touch of a button. With many glass options available, you can customize your door to match your unique style. We have iron doors that pivot, slide, and so much more. The Home Improvement Outlet in West Monroe.
Now cue that jingle.
The Home Improvement Outlet, keeps you building for less.
Does your boat need electronics, shallow water anchors, or any other accessories you can think of? Well, let Hooked Up Marine Products in West Monroe help.
They'll have your back faster than you can cast a line. At Hooked Up Marine, you'll find fast, dependable service.
We offer certified service on all brands like Garmin, Lowrance, Humminbird, and Power Pole. Hooked Up will get you hooked up with batteries, lifetime rigging, and warranty on all installs.
Hooked Up Marine is local, they're dependable, they love our West Monroe Rebels, so stop in and see them on North 7th Street here in West Monroe. Go Rebs!
We're the best at Next. Why? Because for 120 years and counting, helping you reach your next milestone is what we do best. At Century Next Bank, we offer tailored solutions for what's next in your life. From personal checking accounts, to home loans, to small business growth. We're focused on your next step forward. Your dreams don't wait, and neither should your bank, because you deserve a partner who knows how to handle next. Century Next Bank, what's next for you? Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
Now, back to Jim Norris.
Welcome back to Inside Rebel Football. We're live at the Fish House, so Rebel fans talk football. Our Behind the Blitz segment with head strength coach Lane Welch. We talked to the old veteran, Kurt Frenham, new kid on the block.
Yes. No, I've been around been around myself a bit here at West Monroe.
So how long have you been at West Monroe now?
Well, the community my whole life. I was born and raised here. I played at West Monroe Junior High, West Monroe High School. Did a lot of my student coaching here, and when I graduated college, I went and coached at Union Parish High School for a little bit of time, but then made my way back home, and I love it.
How long have you been on the staff here at West Monroe High?
The staff here at West Monroe High School, this is my 3rd year here. Before that, I was at Good Hope for about 5 years, where I was constantly up here. I like to help in any role I could because I love my school. I love this community. And but it's officially on the staff 3 years.
All right, so the head strength coach, what's that been like? Big shoes to fill. The likes of Casey Sanders and the head coach, Michael Dizer, was the strength coach for a while.
Yes, sir. I love it. It's a dream come true. With a long coaching career and different things, I've worn many hats in my career, but the weight room has been one place where I have been in my entire life, my entire career, and I tell people all the time, I'm just blessed to have been around the best to ever do it. I got to go through Casey Sanders' program. My dad just happens to be a good friend with Al Miller, one of the best in the world to do it.
He is.
And Coach Dizer, in the time I've known him, he's one of the best has ever known to do it. So it is just a blessing, and I love being trusted to do the job by men like that. That gives me all the confidence in the world, and it's a dream come true, and I love it.
Don Chow said his most important hire back in the day was the strength coach and Casey Sanders. So what's the importance of the strength program to a football team?
Well, I think the best way to describe it is one of the things I look at it, there was nothing special about me at all as a player. I wanted to be on a field. I was very average, and I believe Casey Sanders' strength program developed me and several other players and average kids into just great high school football players. And you get faster, you get stronger, you get more explosive, which is going to naturally make you a better player on the field. But also the mentality, just the way we attack the game when that adversity hits on the field, which we know it's going to, how to be able to handle that, and also to have a confidence to know that you're in better shape than the other team when that fourth quarter comes. So to instill that in your athletes, to know when that fourth quarter comes, that's our time to eat, that's our time to attack. I think it goes unmatched when your kids have that.
How has technology improved your job as the strength coach?
Well, I'm an old soul. Technology and I are not the greatest friends on the planet. I still do things a lot of old ways. I'd probably get home sooner if I probably knew some more of this technology. But yes. For example, back in the old days, you wrote the workout on the bulletin board, and now we can put them on TV screens, and they're all plastered throughout the weight room. So if a kid does forget how many reps are on a set, they can look up and just see it right there on the screen. And but the math, we deal with a lot of percentages and whatnot. So that does help when you're trying to do workouts for 200-plus kids in a program. When the computer will do the math for you, it helps.
Excited about this team?
Yes, sir, absolutely. I love this team.
All
yes,
right, you and me both. Thanks for being with us, Lane, on this segment of Inside Rebel Football. We'll take another break and be back with more in just a moment.
Hey, look, we gotta go to Leslie's weight game. Bye. Baby, you look so tired.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
Why don't you go lay down on my Scandinavian and take a nap? I promise you're gonna feel and look 25 years younger.
We gotta go.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Oh, wow. 25 years gone.
Dad, that's the baby.
Yeah, but I just sleep.
Great. She wants one too.
Nice. American Mattress Outlet.
Where you don't have to go back in time
to get a great night's sleep.
You can tell a lot about a man in the weight room. His strength, discipline, and heart. And John Brascato, he's built for all three.
Supporting a program like this, you don't just stand on the sideline. It means showing up, putting in the work, and standing shoulder to shoulder with the team, just like I do for my clients. I'm John Brascato, a personal injury attorney serving families across Louisiana.
And I'm DeMichael Dizer, head football coach of your West Monroe Rebels. Around here, we believe in doing things the right way, on the field, in the classroom, and in life. John lives the same standards.
You show up for your team, and I'll show up for you. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you don't have to carry that weight alone. My team has your back.
All right, John, you ready to run the stadium?
I think I'm going to leave that to you and the Rebels, Coach. At Briscato Law, we've got your back, on and off the field.
Wrecked auto, you already know. Call John Briscato. Let's go Rebels.
Now, back to Jim Norris.
Thank you, Big Jim, and welcome back to Inside Rebel Football live at the Fish House, where Rebel fans talk football. And we've got the Rebels on the rise, but we've got two student trainers. And welcome to Elena Jordan, and Drew Martindale. Give a nice round of applause to Elena and Drew. Elena, let me start with you. You're a senior. Tell me, how did you get involved in the training program?
I very first heard about it at I want to say it was a school event over at Edgewood for, other extracurriculars that you could do at school. And I seen it and I was interested in it.
And so how long have you been a trainer now?
I've been a trainer for about 2 years now.
What do you like the most about it?
I mainly just like helping the players with taping, wound care, etc.
Do you ever get the players trying to say, hey, look, just be sure to tell the coach I'm good to go, whether they're good to go or not?
Yes, sir, a lot of
They're always
times.
ready to get back on the field. You're laughing a little bit, Drew.
Yes, sir.
Senior 2, right?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been in the training program?
I've officially been in it for 2 years, but my sophomore year, while I was injured, I helped Kirk and the other trainers lift stuff and pack up and whatnot after the games.
So kind of took an interest in there. So you played
Yes,
football up until you had an injury your sophomore year, and you've been training the last 2 years?
Yes, sir.
They tell me now you've got in addition to being a pretty good trainer, you've got a pretty good voice.
Yes, sir.
All-state choir, 4 years running. Hey, how about that? And you sang at homecoming, I hear.
Yes, sir.
What did you sing?
You Should Probably Leave by Chris Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton, how about that? And how many plays have you been now in at school?
I've been in 4. My freshman year was Mary Poppins, and then we had Little Mermaid, and then The Music Man last year. And, well, I've been in 3, and going into being in my 4th, we're doing Frozen this year.
All right. Well, Mr. Talented. I tried to get him to sing tonight, but he wouldn't do that. Elena, tell me, what are the responsibilities for a student trainer on Friday night?
On Friday nights, we get assigned to different stations. Some of us have water table, some of us have officials, and some of us also have just timeouts and sidelines. And we also help Kirk out at the field if a player gets injured or if he cramps up.
By the way, I think he left, but what's it like working for Kirk?
It's pretty nice.
It's great.
Man, you got to tell me. Tell us about this place that he's building. How did he do it, first of all, and what's it going to be like?
It's crazy. We get to go in there and look at it, and it's a really nice facility. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, we get to use it for the Dome.
Well, Drew, since you've played as well as been a trainer, what do you think about this football team and their chances this year?
I think we got a pretty good chance to go all the way. I've enjoyed watching, and I will continue to.
Kind of pull for the team and do all that you can. Elena, you feel good about this football team?
Yes, sir.
Who's your favorite player, or can you say?
My favorite player, I do have to say, is Juicy Slater.
All right. How about that? All right. Hey, give a nice round of applause for our student trainers tonight, Drew Martindale and Elena Jordan. We'll be back with more Inside Rebel Football right after this timeout.
Hi, I'm Chris Lewis, the proud owner of Coney Island Connection. For nearly 20 years now, we've served the Arklamists with our fast, friendly service and our famous chili cheeseburgers and our famous chili cheese dogs. Well, the chili is homemade. I'm asking you to stop by today and give us a try. We also serve hot tamales, roast beef po' boy, fried pickles, and much more. We even serve funnel cake fries here at Coney Island Connection on the corner of North 7th and Arkansas Road.
Rebel fans, catch us Friday night right here on LA 105.3 as the Rebels face off in Pineville. I'm Darren Moody, inviting you to join Jim Norris, Lane Little, and me for all the exciting play-by-play on LA 105.3. Go Rebels!
Coach, look what I got. The Rocket Fast Playbook. That's awesome, sport. What does it say? First, you get him in the tunnel. Second, you blindside him with the wall of foam. Third, you call an audible. Then comes the Hail Mary. You hit him with the fast pass. Coach, it's brilliant. No dirty opponent stands a chance against Rocket Fast.
Hey, that's my playbook. Where'd you get that? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just sing the song.
Rocket Fast. It's a blast. And your vehicle is clean.
Back to Jim Norris.
Thank you, Big Jim, and welcome back to Inside Rebel Football. We're live at the Fish House, where Rebel fans get to talk football. We have ROTC member Mia Jenkins.
Yes, sir.
Love that smile. Love your uniform as well. Give a nice round of applause for Mia Jenkins. ROTC stands for what?
Reserved Officer Training Corps.
And really, what's that designed to do?
We're mainly here to establish discipline for our kids in our community, allow them to be better citizens, and develop. Basically, we're here to just develop citizens of character.
Well, that's certainly needed this day and time. What led you into the ROTC program?
I'm gonna be so honest. I never knew it existed until I moved here. I got in it just to get out of PE, and 4 years later, I am still here. So obviously they're doing something right.
But in addition to the ROTC, you're also in the Army
National Guard.
National Guard. Wow, that's impressive. And so what did it take to get into that?
Ooh, honestly, the recruiters coming to the school and just all the community service that we've been doing throughout ROTC has, I never would have imagined myself being here. I would have never been able to complete basic training last year without the discipline.
Basic training. How about that already? As a high school, you're a senior. What are your plans beyond high school?
I'm planning on going to ULM for risk management and photography, and then pursuing my career in the Army National Guard.
And so what is the ROT's role on Friday nights?
We do so much that I don't think people know how much we do. Before the games, we're in the parking lots, we're at the tickets, we're monitoring, pulling security. During the game, we're helping in the stands, pick up trash, and then after the game, we do one big cleanup for the stadium.
Coach, that's just a reminder to all of us just what goes in to Friday night. It's just not you guys. I know you guys get all the accolades, but there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes.
Yes, absolutely. And I happened because I was, ejected Friday night. When I did get allowed to come back in the stadium, I could hear her giving commands, and she's assertive. She does a heck of a job with that ROTC program.
Soft-spoken up here, but assertive out there.
She cut it loose Friday night.
Real quickly, matchup against Pineville. You go in 2-0 in district. Pineville's 0-2. The Rebels are 6-1, ranked number 4 in 5A, as I mentioned. Are you tied for the number 1 power rating?
We don't even look at it.
Oh, don't even listen. Never mind then. Pineville's 4-3, 0-2. Right. So first road game.
Absolutely.
So what do you expect?
First road game, it's going to be some challenges, and we talked about it Sunday with our football team about, being able to handle those challenges. Can we do the things throughout the course of the week, be where we're supposed to be, and get on the bus, go down there and take care of business the way we know how to do it. And so this will be our first road game. It's about an hour, 45-minute drive. And so, we've made this trip before with this senior group. And so they understand what it is. And so we'll look forward to seeing how we respond to our first road game.
Mia, do you feel good about the Rebels Friday night?
I feel great about the Rebels.
Oh, there you go. That's all we need to know. Mia Jenkins, ROTC member, our guest tonight. We're going to take another break and be back with more Inside Rebel Football right after this timeout.
home improvement outlet has a must-see iron door collection. Whether you're a homeowner or a builder, we have the perfect iron door for you. And check out our cutting-edge smart glass option, offering privacy and style at the touch of a button. With many glass options available, you can customize your door to match your unique style. We have iron doors that pivot, slide, and so much more. The home improvement outlet in West Monroe.
Now cue that jingle.
The home improvement outlet, it's your building for less.
We're the best at Next. Why? Because for 120 years and counting, helping you reach your next milestone is what we do best. At Century Next Bank, we offer tailored solutions for what's next in your life. From personal checking accounts, to home loans, to small business growth. We're focused on your next step forward. Your dreams don't wait, and neither should your bank, because you deserve a partner who knows how to handle next. Century Next Bank, what's next for you? Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Does your boat need electronics, shallow water anchors, or any other accessories you can think of? Well, let Hooked Up Marine Products in West Monroe help.
They'll have your back faster than you can cast a line. At Hooked Up Marine, you'll find fast, dependable service.
We offer certified service on all brands, like Garmin, Lowrance, Humminbird, and Power Pole. Hooked Up will get you hooked up with batteries, lifetime rigging, and warranty on all installs.
Hooked Up Marine is local, they're dependable, they love our West Monroe Rebels, so stop in and see them on North 7th Street here in West Monroe. Go Rebs!
To Jim Norris.
And welcome back to Inside Rebel Football. We're live at the Fish House where Rebel fans get to talk football. Rebel Nation, it's Q&A time. This is your team, your questions. Let's hear it. Rebel Nation, and we wouldn't have any questions if we didn't have any fans. And the fan of the week this week is none other than Kenneth Swanner. Kenneth, welcome to the show, and thanks for being with us.
Oh, thank you for having me, man. It's a great honor to be with you guys tonight. Thank y'all for having me.
When I know how long you've been a Rebel fan, but tell everybody just how long you've been a Rebel fan.
My first game was 1989, West Monroe, Ouachita, at West Monroe, and it was just like, this is good. And and we saw what they were building with Shows, and been to every state championship, been to, all the wins, losses, everything, and just seen a lot of great players, a lot of great coaching. And it gets in you. There's a spirit about it. You get the fever, and it builds and it builds. And seeing this and the excitement in the stands, feeling back up again, it's been incredible.
Yeah, and
love seeing it.
I kind of feel, and we've talked about it, the excitement continues to build and build this year. What do you think about this year and this team and the excitement they've brought to West Monroe?
It's very special, and it starts right here with this man. And was sold from the get-go on this program and what you're building and the coaches you've brought in and the ones that remained and the 42 seniors. Yeah, right. Man, it's great leadership. What struck me was the luncheon when every one of them, like, Coach, we love the brotherhood, we love you, and that stuck with me. And it's like, this is something special, and we can ride that. We can ride it all the way.
Absolutely. Of course, tell us a little bit about you now. You're a pastor.
I am a pastor.
Tell us where.
I'm at Pleasant Grove Baptist Church in Shudrint. Been there this is my 9th year, going into my 9th year. God took me from the platform singing to testify to the pulpit. It's been incredible. I'd never pastored before, but when you're where you're supposed to be, where God places you, it's a special thing. And just a shout out to my congregation and great people. They allowed me to be here tonight.
Yeah,
so
it's been a Wednesday night. They let him come.
That's
Just
right.
one Wednesday to be with you guys tonight. And of course, you've been through a little journey.
I have.
You and I both went through a little journey. And where do you stand now?
Well, November
Health-wise,
30th last year, I was diagnosed with leukemia, and went through a dark time. It was hard, but we placed all of our trust in God. We prayed that God, through this journey, let us be a light. Let us be a light in this hospital. December 2nd, we went to MD Anderson, began our treatments, Lord just walked us through it, and God assured us. He said, go on this journey with us. Go on this journey with me, and we're going to see you through this thing. And right now, I'm in total remission.
Amen. Amen. How about that?
Amen. Thank you, Lord. And just go back periodically for blood work and bone marrow and tests and things, just to make sure everything's still going well. I'm getting my strength back.
Looking good.
Thank you. I lost almost 100 pounds. It's kind of funny. I told my son back in July if I could lose 100 pounds, I'd feel better.
That's not the way you wanted to do
Lord,
it.
that's not exactly what I had in mind, but it's giving me a new lease on life because I'm a diabetic also, so I'm eating better and I'm feeling better and I'm gaining my weight back and getting strength back. And so God's just been good through this whole thing. I got to give him all the glory for that.
God is good.
Yes.
Any questions for the head man? You get the first shot.
Oh,
Anything
wow.
you want to ask him?
That's on the spot right there.
As Lane Little's got our microphone, he's going to be walking around. So if you have a question, now's the time. But Kenneth, you get the first shot if you want to.
I don't have one right now.
He doesn't have
in a
one.
minute.
Okay.
Give me a second to think about it. Yeah.
All right. We're going to get queued up.
Yep, guys.
I know.
All right, guys, join us live. For those listening, join us live every Wednesday night here at 4500 Cypress Street at Fish House. Great atmosphere, great food, and come lay your eyes on this football team. We're going to start with Mr. Cody Futrell.
Coach, this will be the first time since August 22nd that you guys have had a road trip. And also, you've gone through 2 head coaches when you were an assistant here. Is there anything you're going to do differently than those coaches did in the past as far as travel and schedule and stuff?
There's a few things that we do that's slightly different in terms of our itinerary. One of those is, we do a game day mobility circuit in our home game in the weight room prior to going outside to pregame. And so we'll continue to do that on the road. We did do it one time, I implemented it as a strength coach last year, but this is something we'll do going forward, home or away.
Coach, we wanted to get this one in, Mr. Jacob, for you.
Oh, goodness. Be careful.
What's your favorite football memory from your football career?
That's a good question.
Oh,
Who asked that question?
That's my son.
All right,
Jacob
all right.
Dye.
Just want to make sure everybody knew that.
My favorite memory from my football career, it had to be my senior year when we made it to the Dome at Sterlington High School. We played Port Sulphur down there, and I just remember going, win, lose, or draw, this is it. And it was a very emotional ball game for me. I think I had 3 interceptions, 12 tackles. And
he thinks he had 3 interceptions.
we ended up losing that game 24-18, but we had always dreamed about making it to the Dome, and to finally get there as a senior, it'll always be a special moment to me.
Man, that is special indeed. All right, Coach Bird.
Now, I do understand that you said on the radio you wasn't going to take questions from me this week. Somebody told me that because I was still in the football game. Nobody plans to get kicked out.
Right.
Did you have an order of, before it happened, did you know who would take over for you?
Yes, ma'am. Coach Rob Arledge, I named as our assistant coach back in January. And so anytime that something like that would happen, we never thought that it would, but now we know that it's possible. But when that happens, he takes over as the head coach. I communicate that to the referee, and basically he does the job duties. Basically serves as a defensive coordinator and the head coach for the duration of that ball game.
Coach, your mama.
Hey,
Well, now, you've got to stand up. Everybody's got to see you. Coach Dizer's mom.
D-Mike, I have a sense of humor, but I need to ask, do you order those pants to fit, or they just send you the wrong sizes?
Only a mother could ask that question.
The blue ones? We wear Under Armour. That's a different brand. It is a little snug, but as long as I can get up and down, move around, we rock on with it.
They shrunk after they were washed. Great question. Anybody else? We still got a little time.
I do have a question.
All right, here.
A lot of great players have come through, played for West Monroe and played against West Monroe. We've seen a lot of great players.
Absolutely.
Who's the best player you've ever played against? Yeah, let's just go with that.
Best player I've ever played against. In any level?
Any level.
Oh, that's Megatron. Calvin Johnson for the Detroit Lions.
Okay.
Wow. You didn't have to match up with him, did you?
No, I was on the sideline. I got to watch it. And that's about all I wanted to do. But, in high school, I would say Chico Mackey. He's the oldest brother of the Mackey family, so everybody kind of knows, I think it was Joshua and Randall Mackey.
Yeah.
Chico is their older brother, and I met him when I was a freshman, and we went to Port Sulphur, and he scored about 7 touchdowns in every way you could score.
Wow.
But yeah, those two guys were just at the time. Chico Mackey was one of a kind, and then seeing Megatron in person and watching him perform, it's something you'll never forget.
Right. Played for the Detroit Lions, 6'5", about 230, and could run like the wind.
He's about 6'6" and a half.
6'6" and a half.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Coach, I got a question.
Yes,
Several
sir.
people have asked this past week, the white towels on the home side. Is
Yeah.
that something were you a part of that, and are we going to continue to see that? I thought that was pretty cool. A lot of people did.
I believe that was generated through the senior parents. I think the senior parents came up with that, and, I got a text that said, hey, are you okay with towels? Heck yeah, bring them on. And next day I think somebody said they ordered 1,000 of them and passed them out. And so, that's a really good change and a really good change up for our atmosphere. And I think people enjoy doing it. So I'm all for it.
All right, great questions. All right, we're going to take one more break and be back with the final drive. I want to another big thank you to Kenneth Swanner, Fan of the Week.
There we go.
You're listening to Inside Rebel Football. We've got a little gift for him.
Hey, I think
before he goes.
Put that'll work. That too, brother. Appreciate you.
Stay tuned. More Inside Rebel Football right after this timeout.
Hey, Rebel fans, catch us Friday night right here on LA 105.3 as the Rebels face off in Pineville. I'm Darren Moody, inviting you to join Jim Norris, Lane Little, and me for all the exciting play-by-play on LA 105.3.
With winning results.
Hi, I'm Chris Lewis, the proud owner of Coney Island Connection. For nearly 20 years now, we've served the Oklamis with our fast, friendly service and our famous chili cheeseburgers and our famous chili cheese dogs. Well, the chili is homemade. I'm asking you to stop by today and give us a try. We also serve hot tamales, roast beef po' boy, fried pickles, and much more. We even serve funnel cake fries here at Coney Island Connection on the corner of North 7th and Arkansas Road.
Hey, look, we gotta go to Leslie's weight game. Bye. Baby, you look so tired.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
Why don't you go lay down on my Scandinavian and take a nap?
Thank you, Big Jim, and welcome back to the final drive. Inside Rebel Football live here at the Fish House. Coach, message to the fans and to the team this week.
We talked to our team about, steadfast, staying hungry, staying locked in on and focused on each week and trying to win each ball game. There's a lot of celebratory things going on around us, power rankings and our record and those things. And so our message to our team was, let's stay the course. Let's focus on each week, each day, make sure we do our jobs correctly. And we have challenges in this ball game this week, with our first road game. And, there's a few kids, that are going to get an opportunity to play that may not have played so much this year on Friday nights. And so we want to make sure we take care of our business when we get off that bus.
That'll be exciting. Let me get back. I got a text or two about, just to make sure, about the ejection last week. Should there have been an ejection, number one?
According to the rules that they go by, according to them, there should have been an ejection in terms of a sideline interference. In terms of unsportsmanlike conduct, there should not have been an ejection.
But the touchdown, the
Right.
pick six, should have counted.
Right.
All right, just want to make sure
Right.
we got those two things clear. We want to extend our condolences to the family of Miss Joanne Harper,
Absolutely.
the lady that you visited, the team
Right.
visited last week. She passed away after the game, and so we want to extend our prayers and thoughts to them. That was a special time.
Yeah.
So the theme this week is what?
Steadfast.
Help me understand that one.
So steadfast, stay focused, stay hungry, stay locked in on the day-to-day processes. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves or start looking down the road too far. We want our players to stay locked in on the process day to day.
Steadfast, staying locked in. You've been listening to Inside Rebel Football, where tradition meets tomorrow.
Classic